Hey guys, LOTR Magic here, and you'll never guess what happened. Never in a million years. Oh, that's right. Another leak from Lord of the Rings. This leak looks suspiciously like a marketing stunt, but at this point, who knows? I mean, a lot of people got a chip on their shoulder against WotC, but here's what's weird about this one. One, it's in some like random concrete basement with terrible side lighting, terrible shadows. So it's set up like a product like shot, but it's not. I mean, people on eBay take better photos than this, and then the front two are blocking the back two, which that's just a troll move. And then they're in English, and then the two loose ones that are both AON are in French. So I immediately thought Canada, maybe, but really nothing makes sense about this. I think it's supposed to like have an air of mystery. That's the point. That's the marketing part of this. And then they just threw it in some like random basement. I don't know, let's just read the cards. So we got Galadriel, Elven Queen from the Elven Council. It's blue-green, legendary creature elf noble, 4 cost, 4/5, nice. Will of the Council, at the beginning of combat on your turn, if another elf entered the battlefield under your control this turn, in other words, yes. Starting with you, each player votes Dominion or Guidance. Oh my gosh, that is such an old school thing. The whole voting thing, that goes way back. Then if Dominion gets more votes, the ring tempts you, then you put a 1/1 counter on your ring bearer. If Guidance gets more votes, or the vote is tied, draw a card. Ooh, that one's not bad, but it's certainly not an elf card. But I got the distinct impression that when it added blue instead of black, it's not elf ball. And if it was, it would sell really asymmetrically with the other ones. So let's take a look at Sauron from, let's see, the Hosts of Mordor, I believe that is. And it's Sauron, Lord of the Cool Flaming Hats. Oh, pardon me, I read that wrong. It says Lord of the Rings. And he's an 8 cost 9/9 3-color legendary creature avatar horror. I don't think they understand what the word avatar means. That's like saying Gandalf was an avatar. No, that just is Gandalf. That is his form. This is before Sauron was defeated in combat, right? It was like Sauron Necromancer or whatever. It was like the alternate or the art or I don't know, whatever. I don't know a ton of pre-movie history, but I don't know. Avatar seems odd. Anyway, so 9/9 for 8. Hello. When you cast this spell, amass orcs 5. That's got to be like 5/1/1 or 2/2 orcs or something, right? Then you mill 5 cards, then return a creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. So free cast out of the graveyard. Okay, that's a 4/5 cost mana effect. In Eternal, maybe you get it done for 3. I don't know. Now notice, when you cast this spell, you could immediately counterspell him on the stack, and that trigger still goes off. Then he has Trample, which makes sense, except no, the opposite, because he probably weighs less than I do. Big, giant frontline warrior is not really his thing. I don't know. None of this makes sense. Wait till you hear the last part. Whenever a commander an opponent controls dies, the ring tempts you. That's right. The guy who made the rings, at this point in the story, I'm not even sure if he did yet, so there's your anachronism, possibly. And it tempts him, the guy who created and fully controls the rings. All of them. That just makes all the sense. So, yeah, big, powerful, kind of good, interesting dude, but he costs 8. And then you look at the non-elf ball, barely playable Elven Queen. I mean, you could, in the right deck, okay, cool, but like, I don't know. It's like a multiplayer friendly, fun kind of thing is the vibes I'm getting. And spoiler alert, I read the translation for AON already, so I don't think it's easy to get him out. And then he's really difficult to kill. That's the whole point. Either make him come back regenerated in like a different form or flip or something, or I don't know, give him ward 1 at least. Nah, they're just like, oh, on cast do this, and if he dies, he dies. Like that is, it's so, everything about this card is not Sauron. At all. It's so non-canon, so stupid. It makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. So speaking of that, let's go to AON Vierge. I don't do the French. I also couldn't find a translation in the original post, which that's weird, but Star City Games got my back. I do know, though, that that title translates to AON Elderly Gorilla. That's an odd choice. And right next to the article that says, we're hosting a Flesh and Blood Nationals in Las Vegas. Ooh, that's an oof. That's an oof from WotC right there. They have the translation, which is, at the beginning of combat on your turn, if another human entered the battlefield under your control this turn, create 2/2/2 red human knight creature tokens with trample and haste. That's not bad. Then if you control 6 or more humans, draw a card. I thought Eowyn was an elf, but that says legendary creature, human Chevy Cavalier. I also didn't know that she was a mid-sized sedan. Or a coupe. I actually don't remember my friend had one. That's pretty bad. Oh no, she's like Rohan dude's daughter. Oh, okay. No, actually, if I remember from the lore, she ended up killing the Witch King guy, right? And then I think she was like, ha, see, it said man and I'm not a man, so like next time read the iTunes terms of service closer, jackass. And then she started like a pretty good rock band who wrote the hit song Cliché. And you should check it out because he built a whole set and dressed as mimes. It's really good. So that's Eowyn's full lore dump for you there. You're welcome. And like, yeah, this seems okay. And she's a 5 cost, 5/4, you know, nothing special. Oh, and I should mention, she has first strike. That it says initiative, basically, but that just means first strike. Really wonder what initiative is then in French. According to Google, you take the initiative is tu prends l'initiative. Okay, I'm going to look it up. This is more interesting than anything in this video. Hold on. I cannot find, after 3 minutes of looking, any reference to the French version of any card from Commander Legends other than their original announcement that said it's being printed in French. I'm going to keep looking. I have to know. Okay, I finally found it after Feywild Caretaker has no French image in existence on the entire internet, which I find to be very strange. But I found one. Initiative is l'initiative, which I assume is just like they're combining, what is that, the article or the reference to the noun? It's the same words. Wait, how does Eowyn have initiative written out as initiative when initiative is initiative, and how is that first strike? I don't get it. Okay, well, that's a rabbit hole. I'm sure everybody's already clarifying this, that like either Star City Games mistranslated it. I could kind of see that. But I could also see it's a one-word keyword. It's not you take the initiative, which is the phrase. So, it would be like vous prenez l'initiative or whatever I just said before. Well, I give up. That's the most interesting thing, but I will say I don't think this pile of racist, pandering, hypocritical garbage from, you know, exactly those adjectives company is going to sell very well. But here's my thoughts on this. I think that that's the point. They're going to sell this to Lord of the Rings fans who dabbled in Magic the Gathering or looking at getting into it or just want to play Magic again for one night or a couple things for a game night or whatever. Have these as a collectible or, you know, just have, like, I don't have to think, I don't have to build it, I don't have to drop $500, I don't have to go check literally over 50,000 cards to build my perfect deck. You know, take 8 hours to do it. I can just grab this off the shelf, play some MTG with my friends, and then I've got a cool Lord of the Rings thing. I think that's who they're targeting. I don't know if that's more people. I think they were counting on the whole Amazon thing going a little better than it did. I don't know why they would do that, but I guess lefties don't understand lefties. Libertarians and conservatives understand them just fine. Oh, that's why we can't stand them. But remember, the other thing is they've had almost 2 years of backlash over Universes Beyond being forced into Commander. And really any other Eternal format if you think about it. So, you know, you're going to go to a history of Magic the Gathering last 31 years. Ooh, Legacy and Vintage Tournament. Oh, yeah, that famous card. Oh, that famous character from Magic history. Oh, and then there's Gandalf for some reason. All right. I was vibing with it right up until that. And then, oh, who's behind Gandalf? The guy from Walking Dead. And that's where you've lost me. That's where I'm getting off the train, because that train's going to Crazy Town. So if you think about that, would you, knowing that, put hyper powerful have-to-play cards in this product? I know the business and like the sales team would say yes, you know, the people who design it to sell, and the people who design it for what the community wants, which I'm probably assuming is 0 people at this point, they'd be saying, no, I don't think everybody wants to see this one card invading every single deck ever because it's a new must-play mana rock or whatever. But they gotta prop up the value or nobody's gonna buy it. But I don't know. Pre-made Commander decks, that's the last product that they have, like on the lowest rung that I would say people care about the value. I guess the only lower one would be like the actual welcome set or whatever. So I think this is actually going to sell pretty poorly because it's only going to sell to like Lord of the Rings hyper fans, which who are they anymore, who also are kind of into Magic. But the 40K one sold insane according to themselves. But I did see some actual market numbers that indicated that, yeah, it was pretty hot and it was pretty casual, perpetual, non-common Magic players who bought it. So I don't know. I just don't see this being like the hit product of the century. But I don't see it being in the middle either. I think it's going to flop. I really, really do. Whatever. Maybe Amazon will get pissed off and then buy either Hasbro or WotC. As if WotC is for sale. That's like all the money that Hasbro makes. I don't know, man. This whole set, this whole product launch is a real doozy. And they just can't stop shooting themselves in the foot with a bunch of woke crap. And anti-consumer greed, too. Don't forget that. Plain old greed in the D&D department. Antagonizing the community and just all the dumb stuff they just keep doing. All in the name of money. Quick money. Short-term money. That's how you burn a company and a product to the ground. So, oh well. Wish I had better news, but thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you guys next week.